Hey everybody, so as you can probably tell by the title of this video, I'm doing a hashtag save MCC video. I recently read the new blog post about the first flight that I was a part of. I couldn't talk about it, but now that they've released the blog post, I can talk about a lot of the things that were in the build because they've outlined all the details of it and basically the improvements they've made. And as you can tell by the title, I do think 343 is going to save MCC. I do have to put a disclaimer before I start this video, purely because I'm very critical of 343. Especially with MCC, I was so excited to play it and it was just an abomination. So yes, while they're fixing it now, and I'm really happy that they're fixing it now, it should have never been like this to begin with. So let's get to it. First and foremost, there was a guy named Tommy Cost who created a very, very well outlined video that not only the casuals needs of the game, but also the competitive side. And really, without having a bias, said yes, they're both valued, and they both influence 343 on what's going to get fixed with MCC. And this video was awesome, so I'm chucking that in the description below, partly because some of the stuff I'm going to discuss here has already been discussed before, so it felt right just to reference him as some of the stuff I'm going to be talking about. So let's get to the nitty gritty details that I really want to talk about. Obviously I couldn't discuss it before 343 released this blog post because of the non-disclosure agreement, but now that that's been released and they've basically announced what they're changing, what they've done, I can kind of view my thoughts on how it went because I've provided my feedback to 343. And for the most part, all of the feedback that was in the blog post, I strongly agreed with. And I really am positive that they're going to actually fix the game properly this time. None of this half-ass minimum updates that works for some people and don't work for others. I really feel like it's going to work this time, which is a big bonus for the community and for 343 to really kind of redeem themselves after the abomination of MCC's launch. So my experience was mostly positive. First play session, I just kept on matching the same Australians, which was pretty meh. And then by the third play session, I actually realized that I'm region locked, which was kind of a surprise. But I guess they were trying to really test the network out, but I don't know why it would be region locked. Anyway, Game Cheat was nice enough to invite me, so I played some US games. Got a couple of clips that I actually can't show because you're not allowed to record anything from the playtesting session, even if it's just gameplay, and no gameplay was changed, not allowed to show it. That's beside the point. There was a couple bugs here and there connecting like to the American servers being an Australian, but the game's loaded so much faster. The matchmaking times were very fast, under like 30 seconds, which was a huge improvement over even Halo 5 standards. UI, very pretty, very sleek. I can only show a couple teaser pictures, but it's very easy to use. The functionality is vastly improved compared to what's on MCC now. They've added in continuous play, so once you finish, it'll automatically back you out to the lobby and then start you up searching again, so you don't have to go back and forth, which is a really nice quality of life feature that they added in. So on screen now we have the feedback from the first flight session, and as you can see from what I exactly just said 2 seconds ago, not only me but everyone else, we really agreed that the game has fewer server or connectivity issues. It crashes way less, it's very stable, has very few glitches, and it has basically no drop frames at all. And take this with a grain of salt because the game doesn't have all of the stuff in it. We were only playing Halo 2 Anniversary and it was only 5-minute games to 25 kills. So as much of a network test as it is, there's still a very, very long way to go, and these figures may change depending on what happens when they implement the other parts of the Master Chief Collection. The last thing I want to talk about is the people that actually versed, actually played in the flight test. It's really cool to verse all these community members that love Halo, because it's very similar to me. I love Halo as well, and I want Halo to do well. I want it to succeed. And I'm very passionate about it, and so are they, and that's why they got into the first flight as well. But it was really interesting into seeing what goes behind a game when it's being developed and tested into becoming a better version of itself, or just a pre-release beta build, or just as seeing it improve. I'm so interested to see the journey of the game being unfinished or new, and seeing it progress into this awesome thing that other people can enjoy. And I feel really privileged that I get to be a part of that with 343 and the rest of the community that I was in the flight program with. So to sum everything up, 343 is doing a very, very good job. I really feel like they're meeting the goals that they set with this first flight session. You can match games faster, the UI is much more responsive, very good, very sleek, very easy to use, much more user friendly than the one they have on MCC currently. The game's not buggy at all, didn't really crash. As I said, the connectivity is good, even with an Australian joining an American lobby and then them searching as a team of 4, still matching people within 30 seconds, which is awesome to see. And just before I go, I have to give a shout out to Jesse from 343, who actually got me into the lobby with Game Cheat, because I probably wouldn't have found games otherwise. She's been super supportive of everyone on Twitter. She's done such a good job, not only with the surveys that we've all had to complete, but just relaying community information or being very transparent with 343 to us and us to 343. And she's been really good at just bridging that gap and making us feel like we're really valued. And I'm really excited just to see what's going to happen with the next flight updates and see where MCC is going to go from here. So thank you guys so much for watching. Again, I'm very privileged to be part of this first flight test. They're going to be expanding the parameters, so instead of being 2,150 people, it'll probably be closer to 4,500 people included into the flight test. So if you do want to increase your chances of getting into the next test, play MCC. If you are a content creator, make content for MCC. Just do whatever you can to increase your chances, but the main thing is to go and play the game now, because I'll be testing to see who's played what, and anyone else who is already in the flight test, you don't have to play it. You're already in all the test builds indefinitely. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and MCC's future is looking bright finally after like 4 or 5 years. But yeah, see you guys later.